Are we live? Are we live? We are live. Hello. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a lovely day, wherever it is that you are on this gorgeous planet. I have made it into Diamond, as promised. Took me all day today. Not all day. I mean, I spent a lot of time at the beach with the kid and, family duties and all that sort of stuff. But every spare second I had, I dedicated to the ladder, and I made it. Not mythic yet, but once you make it to Diamond, you can't fall back down into Plat. So now I feel safe, and I can fiddle around a little bit and play a bit of janky stuff before I make the next push into Mythic, hopefully tomorrow or the next day at the latest. Otherwise, I won't be breaking my own record. I made it on day 6 last month, so I'm hoping to replicate the same. I was hoping to do it today, but there was just no time. But yeah, Diamond, baby. And to celebrate, I thought I would play a little bit of janky, not that janky, kind of pretty damn good, actually, Thunderous Orator deck. It's one of the new cards from Strixhaven that I haven't actually played around with much, to be honest. And it has some serious potential, especially in like your sort of aggro decks. This is definitely a sort of a janky aggro kind of a vibe. With lots of great little synergies and interactions, which I'm about to go through for you. So here we go. Basically, if you haven't seen it already, definitely worth crafting. It's only an uncommon, 2 mana, 1 colorless, 1 white, Vigilance, Core Wizard. Whenever Thunderous Orator attacks, it gains flying until end of turn if you control a creature with flying. And it does the same for pretty much every other. It's not an ability. Oh my goodness. I'm forgetting my official MTG terminology here, but basically, if you're any other creature on the board has either Double Strike, Death Touch, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, or Trample, Thunderous Orator gets the same. But only when it's attacking, which is crucial. But the good thing is it comes already with Vigilance. So what we want to do is fill the deck with a lot of other cards that have some of those abilities that come in handy. So for that reason, I put in 3 Battlefield Raptors and 3 Eye Twitches. Makes a nice 6 1-drop slots, both with flying, both with sort of extra little abilities. So the Battlefield Raptors are 1/2 with First Strike and flying, which is great. And the Eye Twitch has flying and the Learn ability, which allows us to go digging around in our lesson board. So then the ideal sort of turn 1 is either one of these two. Turn 2, slam a Thunderous Orator down onto the battlefield. And when you attack on turn 3, it's going to get flying and or First Strike. Turn 4, you want to be dropping a Killian, which gives your Thunderous Orator Menace and Lifelink as well. Crucial. And the cool thing about Killian, or Killian the Ink Duelist, is that it makes any spell that you cast that target a creature cost 2 or less. And we don't have many of those to take advantage of in the sense of our removal. Being an aggro deck, I'm not running too much, although we do have 3 copies of Dire Tactics, which takes advantage of the fact that we have a human, a human, and a human, and a human. There's quite a few humans. Most of the time when you cast Dire Tactics, you're not going to be taking the downside life loss equal to the creature's toughness that you're exiling. This is very handy for most notably your, what's his name? The indestructible, discard a card from your hand, 3/1, 2-drop white guy that now I'm just drawing a blank on. But, anything with indestructible, this is great. Now I'm running 2 copies of Fracture, also instant speed. I mean, Silverquill just got some incredible removal pieces with the release of Strixhaven. This gets rid of any target artifact, enchantment, planeswalker. So, your Embercleaves, your Great Hinges, your any sort of pesky planeswalker, freaking Ugin drops. You got 2 mana, boom, dead. It's amazing. Then also from Strixhaven, also Silverquill, Vanishing Verse, instant speed, any monocolored permanent, boom, exile, amazing. So that's our removal, and in a way also Silverquill Command does a bit of removing as well. One of its options or one of its modes is target opponent sacrifices a creature. So it's not targeted, but it's come in handy many occasions. And when we have Killian in play, this only costs 2. So amazing. The last instant and sorcery in the deck is Kaya's Onslaught, which, this is our finisher. We don't even need to foretell it. If Killian is in play, you can cast it for 1 regardless. We put it on a creature other than Thunderous Orator, like, for example, on our Killian or on one of our flyers, and that gives the Thunderous Orator double strike. So at that point, if you've survived to turn 3, 4, 5, your Thunderous Orator has flying, first strike, menace, lifelink, double strike. And just for the last little cherry on top, we've also got a bit of death touch in this deck in the form of Spiteful Squad. Only a couple copies, but what's cool is when it dies, you can move its counters onto your Thunderous Orator. The only enchantment I'm running is Sparring Regimen. A lot of these creatures are really tiny, and it would be nice to grow them a little bit along the way. So that's what this is for, and it also effectively gives the other creatures other than Orator vigilance, so you can have some blockers up for the next turn. So loving Sparring Regimen, great card. And on top of it, together with our Eye Twitch, has the Learn ability, which means you can go dig in our lesson board, which I'll show you in a second. The last little sort of cherry on top, even more than Spiteful Squad, is Extus, which also has double strike. So as you can see, I've pretty much chosen, not pretty much, every creature in this deck has a ability. I need to figure out what the word is for this. It's not an ability, it's a static ability. Perhaps that might be the correct word. So Extus also has double strike. So if you haven't, you've either run out of Kaya's Onslaughts, or they've been removed for your hand, or it gets countered, or what have you, or you're not drawing it at the right time, as long as Extus is on the battlefield, then your Thunderous Orator gets double strike as well. And hidden away here in the mana base, we do have ways to also cast the backside, Awaken the Blood Avatar. We're not often sacrificing things to reduce the cost, although we can perhaps sacrifice an Eye Twitch in a pinch if we need to learn and reduce the cost a little bit. But this is kind of like a late game, sort of hardly ever happens. But I did want to have some mana in there in case we do want it to happen, so that we can get the this, what is it, a 3/6 black and red avatar creature token. The cool thing is when this comes in to play, the opponent has to sacrifice a creature, and it has haste, and every time you attack, it deals 3 damage. So incredible card, this Extus. Like most people are actually running Rakdos decks, or Mardu decks, specifically trying to cast the backside of this card. I thought I would spend a bit of time, because actually I started building this deck around these two, Extus and Thunderous Orator, and then everything else sort of coalesced around those two. But the good thing about the Magecraft ability on Extus is we give our creatures a little bit of sort of revivability without having to run Lurus or Call of the Death Dweller and all your other sort of reanimator spells, because whenever you cast, okay, it doesn't go back to the graveyard, to the battlefield, which would be busted as fuck. So luckily they kept it to where whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, target non-legendary creature card comes back from the graveyard to my hand. Not too shabby, eh, Nige? I wonder why my chat here is not working. Doesn't seem like I have. That's just great. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, my friend of mine's on the chat, but I can't get back to them. So that's the deck. The last thing I haven't shown you is the lesson board. This deck has a little trouble drawing cards. It's a little bit of a problem for both black and white, so I thought I would put some card draw in the lesson board by running 2 copies of Introduction to Prophecy. Last ditch, sort of, we've run out of removal. You know what, I'm going to actually do this, because we've already got quite a lot of removal in the deck. We'll rarely be casting a 5 mana exile effect, so let's perhaps let's have a look here. Lesson. Aha. I'm wondering if I should just put in a copy of Masked Exhibition, but nah, this deck's too aggro for that stuff. I think in case we brick, let's just run an extra copy of Environmental Sciences. That should really tie it up. And that's it. I'm of course going all out with my aesthetics. So I've got my Silverquill sleeves. Let us also quickly add, we were playing the Ugin deck yesterday. Let's get our little Silverquill Killian guy and our uncommon Silverquill Tome and jump into some games. Just asking my friend to check the quality of the stream, sound and all that stuff, because when I don't see the chat like that, I get a little worried. Bit short on lands, but we do have our main crucial kind of combo pieces. I think I'm going to keep it. Oh yeah, Shotmax, thanks for checking up on that for me, brother. I'm glad you can hear me. Naya Jim, playing mono white life game. Yippee! So, first the Orator. Unless they're running Glass Casket, they're not going to be getting rid of that straight away. They probably have, ooh, okay. Not the aggro version, the other one. See, we can already cast Kaya's Onslaught. Oh, saw that. Lifelink, Menace, Vigilance. It's so fun. That's a little annoying, although we can get, if they get the correct amount of, what's it called, devotion. Oh, this is great. This is going just groovy. Let's go dig for some land. Hey, we're a bit skint on land. Babushka. Getting close to being exiled. Oh, that hurts. He's gonna make a lot of birdies. It's a little bit frustrating. We need some of our... There we go. So, I mean, we need to get rid of this now. Yeah, if I've done the math correctly, they can't kill both of them. Because they both have menace. And we've got another trick up our sleeves. Oops. Now we can get rid of one of the Griffonaries already. Ooh, I wonder which one he's going to go for. Probably the Orator if I was him. What? That's a bit silly. Should we get back? I'm a little too worried about those birdies, to be honest. Gain a bit of life, as if we didn't already have a buttload. Oh, that's what I was waiting for all along, instead of the Vanishing Verse. Sucks to be you, buddy. I got 2 of those. Get the Spiteful Squad in next time. Oof, goodness. This might be a bad idea, but let's see how it goes. I mean, he's definitely gonna... That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. Because we have another one in our paw here. Please, no more removal. I just want to... Actually, you know what? A flyer now would be exactly what we need. We didn't draw any of our flyers. Or did we? No, we didn't. Oh! Ouch! Ouch! Ta-da! Oh no. Typical mono white. We need some removal now, or we're screwed. Like, even though they're down to 2 health, they can come straight back from the brink with all this nonsense. Archon is so bad. We're stuffed. We are stuffed. What a pity. That game was going so well. I got removal. Apologies, popcorn is the worst thing to eat on stream. I shall not do that again. Oh, it's on my teeth. The problem here is not only can I be my usual jovial self on the stream, because it is very late and my wife and kid are sleeping in the room next door. Also, my uncle and aunt are here from up north. It's a bloody disaster, mate. What, she's gonna put lifelink on all of these guys now. What a weird choice. It's worth a try. I'm not going to win otherwise. I'm just going to swing in, see what happens. Like, they got way too many cards. We let it go too late. It was close. We got them down to 2. Okay, we get back a little token. Gonna sacrifice the ulti, put it on the... Why would you do that? Put it on the Skyclave, man. Some people are weird. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna concede. There's still a chance, albeit a tiny one. Oh, so close. Oh. Good again. Damn it! By the way, if you haven't already, it would be much appreciated if you subscribe to the channel. Gave me a little thumbs zapperini. That's the other little bell icon. Drop some comments down below. It really helps me out with the algorithm, trying to slowly grow the channel out. Game 2. First game loss. This is starting to be a bit of a trend on the channel. I think we've lost every single, not every single, but for the last like 3-4 videos, we've definitely lost game 1 every time. That's better. You can't cast the Raptor straight away, unfortunately. Oh no, hero! How are we gonna be playing against With the Bloom? By the way, the deck that got me 2 diamond was my With the Bloom control deck. Kicking butts with that thing. Ooh! Booty! Do we get rid of the goose? wheeled upwards, away from the shrieks and thunder. It reached the point where the sky met smoke, and, with but a glance to the horizon, aimed itself and doom. Yeah, slimy bugger, yeah. Now we can eventually revive it with Silverquill Command. So now it is definitely time to get rid of this slimy bugger, because I want to keep on getting into those points. Probably should have gone for the die tactics there. Poor connection error. I'll take 3. That's okay. I don't know what's wrong with my stream now. Do not want our graveyard to get exiled. I want these guys back. Just draw a looming mana source, that would be fantastic. White one. It's just starting to get just a little bit annoying, to be honest. I really need a white mana source. Opponent is it's okay. Oh, hallelujah! But taking a lot of self-damage there through the die tactics and Silverquill commands, but we needed some board presence. I'm hoping he doesn't have more removal now. Or I'm hoping he plays a crikey, mate. Crikey.
Liliana Vess? Sorry, haven't heard that name before.
That is really bad. Everyone. Yep, so just confirmed that I'm getting some serious lag.
If anyone needs me, don't!
Love to know why. Oh my goodness, this dude. Oh, internet's fine. Interesting. Oh my god. Yep, this is pretty much about as worse as it gets. It's like basically my deck that I was that I got to Mythic with. It's just every type of removal you could think of. just gonna call this one a day. Thanks, Max. Thanks for checking on the stream for me, dude. I wonder what's going on. Stream settings are fine. I wonder what it was. There we go. We're back. Excellent connection. Green lights. Whew. I think I need to change service provider. Did it again. Why am I eating popcorn? Fear and Loathing. Top 5 movies of all time, for sure. Mulligan time, lads. Marginally better. Fear and Loathing playing mono white. Well, at least we can block and go learning. Probably fetch some card draw. Double Luminarchs. This deck is also so busted. Yeah, it was actually, to be perfectly honest, a combination of this deck I'm being destroyed by and my Witherbloom that got me through in the end. Into Diamond only. Whew, thank goodness. Can't sacrifice a Softless Savior to that, buddy. Sorry. Get a Spiteful Squad down next turn. Yeah. Maybe not. Gotta get rid of that mole. It's going really badly. Really badly. I just won 2 incredible games just before the stream started. Story of my life. Now we can... Oh! I wish I could get both of these down at the same time. Then I could have put the counters, because I'm gonna... I mean, he might not block. I mean, he might not attack, although he could just sacrifice his Softless Savior beforehand. Yeah. At least we got rid of one of those. Okay. We can give the Extus +1/+1, which makes it a 3 something, which means even if he gets... I mean, he's going to sacrifice the Softless Savior again, but at least we won't die, I don't think. Good game. Top Deck City. What a batty boy. Ay, caramba. 3 losses. Like I said though, I like to bring you these decks uncut, unadulterated, unedited, raw, coming at ya from the BrewLab directly. None of this taking the best games of the day and editing them into a lovely little movie. Although I know for a fact a lot of the guys that I like to follow don't do that, but it is done for sure. I don't feel like that would be an honest representation of a deck's capacity. So we're playing rogues by the looks of it. Almost certain that Evolving Wilds was supposed to land on a crab. Fortunately it didn't. Oh goodness gracious me. It's dropped down a lot in numbers of late. You can't drown in a log without any thing in my graveyard. Might have a hard to sack. No. This deck is incredibly bloody good. If I weren't streaming, I would have scooped long time ago. I don't have time for this nonsense. Look at this. I mean, are you guys seeing this? I mean, I know you've all faced them before. It's just disgusting. Disgusting. Now there's, you know, I mean, okay, he's tapped out now. But I'll just play something. Then he's gonna remove it. Okay. Alright, I'm scooping. Stream on a stream. What a rubbish card. Yeah, they dropped off there for a little while. I was really happy. Really happy. In mono red, you know, it's been there forever. It's one of those pet hates that you sort of learn to live with. But Disney Rogues, you know, just appeared out of nowhere when Zendikar Rising dropped and just took over the meta. And it was months and months and months of just rows after rows after rows after rows. It's really quite the good deck. And you know, I've heard a few other streamers talk about the fact that when the double Alseed, when they lose into the story at the end of the year, when rotation hits, that suddenly the deck won't be as good anymore. No, that is not the case. It's going to be still an incredible deck regardless. They've got plenty of other ways to draw cards, as you know, case in point. Case in point, the, what was it called? Of One Mind. Probably could have swung in with Killian. Got Menace, would have had to double block. Actually no, he wouldn't have gone for the Lurus block or anything, and I'm not too interested in getting rid of these Alseeds. So Lurus was not in the companion zone, which means I'm gonna attack this. Lurus, I'm gonna kill it. I hope. Unless you got something funky up your sleeve. Indestructible. Karametra's Blessing. sacrificing an Ulcer, giving protection. That's also totally acceptable. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to, because of Lurus, you can just get them back again. So I am going to have to go for, we need lands, that's for sure. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Okay, now he can only play one of these at a time. So if he tries that sort of shenanigan again, he's only going to be able to do it once. We can surprise him with a little Kaya's Onslaught ambush. Such cool art on this card. The trail ends here. That's the Vorinclex by the looks of it. Some sort of prayer to her. Ooh, that's an enchantment. I wish it was an exile. I'm gonna try and get up to 27. I can do so. That's quite annoying. Oh, I should have cast the Kaya while I still could. Goodness gracious. Yeah, well. Fresh arrival into Mythic equals jank. Ah, that's right, into Diamond. Always. That's just my rule of thumb. So, watch this. We can do it anyway. Oh no, we didn't have black. Ha! Beg your pardon. So sorry. Terribly sorry. This is game over. You know, all streamers want the same thing. We want odd decks. Especially if you're running a sort of janky combo one. Now, my friend, I'm gonna screw you. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, well, at least I'll gain a bit of life. Oh, mate. Rubbish. Probably one of the angel tokens if I was him. This is not looking good. Never say never. Ay caramba! That's a game. 5 straight losses. Well done, man. Good stuff. I don't know what to change. I mean, I was doing great earlier. I guess I wasn't platinum. Diamond's a little tougher, isn't it? I need just get this jank out of the way. It's fun, but it's jank. And then tomorrow, go straight back into the lab and come up with something a little bit tastier. You know what I mean? Although that's a pretty amazing opening hand. Oh! Orator turn 2. Killian turn 3. That's a lot of mono white. A lot. I think let's get rid of you while we have removal. I think what I could do is just crank up the removal a little bit. I don't know what I'd remove though. Could maybe get rid of the Sparring Regimen, to be honest, and just run a bit more removal. Orator it is. Sorry, I'm just so hungry. We tried to get pizza in the city today, and everything was closed. By the time we got there, not for any other reason than that. Okay, looking good. Gaining a little bit of life back. We're going to get rid of one of those two creatures shortly. Man, it's just the same deck every time. Seasoned Hallowblade. That's what I was looking for in the introduction. This is the guy we can get rid of very nicely with both Vanishing Verse and Die Tactics. Yeah, what I was going to say was the meta is really stale right now. Probably get rid of the Giant Killer. So I thought. It's a bit of a race here. I mean, like, I know nobody likes a complaining YouTuber, but we've just gone against, I think everyone's just doing the same thing. Everyone just saw CGB, HGG, all the good streamers managed to rush up into Mythic using mono white, and they were just doing the same thing. I'm just going to quickly look through my MTG assistant. MTGA assistant to see my stats of my opponents. We've been playing, I think the first guy we played was Naya Jim. Was mono white. Then we played Honor here. That was the guy playing that weird Professor Onyx thing. So far just one mono white. Then we played Fear and Loathing, mono white. Then we played Happy End. And that was the rogues. Then Nabspot, mono white. And then now this latest game, mono white. So out of 6 games on stream, we played 4 mono white decks. I mean, that's when you know we need new cards in standards. Things are just starting to get a little stale. I'm running out of ideas, to be honest. I've got a couple things left up my sleeve for the rest of the week, but then I'm going to start sort of revisiting old decks, seeing if I can slot in some Strixhaven cards into old ideas I had and improve on them, things that I hadn't streamed, things that I built before I started my channel. Which at least is a nice hand though. Krusty Pyrex. What a cool name. Krusty Pyrex. I love it. Krusty Pyrex. With either elves or some Magda treasure things, Magda ramp. If he plays a red card, adventures. Probably could still be Magda actually. So tap the edge wall to add 1 green and cast another edge wall. Thought as much. Hello there. Now he plays the land. Okay, we've got a couple of removal pieces. Nothing to write home about. But we can get rid of the next big thing he drops. So far it's mono green. Haven't played with this land yet. Interesting. Where would this fit well? Only if you've cast an instant or sorcery. Bone Daddy. That's exactly what I thought, man. It's like the little Pyrex bowl. My buddy and I, we are very much in sync. He just sent me, he's watching the stream. Also noticed the Krusty Pyrex. Ay caramba! It's a bone crusher. Cannot wait for Eldraine to rotate. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a bit of damage. Let a turn go by with the Bone Crusher. I'm okay with that. Because I'm gonna play Extus now. And then we can Vanishing Verse and bring back our Orator to our hand with the Magecraft on Extus. Then, once I'm done streaming, I'm going to go make an Extus deck. Oh, that was stupid. Oh, okay. In that case, thought I had another black mana source. You guys can't see it, but MTGA Assistant is covering up one of my lands here. That's the problem with having, you know, an overlay on your screen. It kind of covers up some stuff. That's pretty crucial sometimes. I'm pretty sure he would like to have more green. Yeah, definitely the Magda deck. I'm pretty sure he was hoping to get Magda. And also Goldspan Dragon is somewhere in this pile of cards. That is special. I can block the Rimrock. This deck also runs Embercleave. Wow, I think this is the first stream ever that I'm going to end with 0 wins. But, you know, that is life. The jank life. Mate, you've clearly beat me. Having some pretty deep thoughts there, buddy. I wonder if you didn't know that it has first strike. Whoops! Oh, that's nice, at least. Can't be stumped. Has double strike. Gonna go fetch me back a little Thunderous. Gonna play me a Killian. The flavor text on this one is also pretty good. When your father is Dean Ambrose, second best really isn't an option. Those freaking stuck up pommy kids. Which thing did you think I was going to say exactly? The fact that I didn't play a second black source. Oh, no! No! Extus, no! Or he's just doing that so that I can't block. Wow, what a stream. Just one crappy, you know, matchup after the next. I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. Don't craft this deck. Craft Thunderous Orator. Don't make the deck. Not that good. Okay. Sigh. Yes? Yep. He could still cast something that costs 2 by tapping the Jaspira. Not sure what he's doing here. I don't know if I want to listen to this voice note on the stream, dude. That's kind of useless. I mean, okay. Never give up, never surrender. Get rid of the chariot. Should probably use this instead. Sometimes the misplays until I'm tired there. promise tomorrow will be better. What, do you want me to listen to it on stream? I can. As long as they know, like, again. That's all, folks. Worst stream in BrewLab's history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight losses. What can you do? What can you do? I'm going to call it a night. It's been an hour. Thank you all so much for watching. It was fun. Excuse the popcorn and the crunching and the bad streaming conditions and the horrible deck performance. Well, I'll make up for it tomorrow, I promise. But that's it for today. Please like, comment, subscribe. Click the little bell icon. Get notified when I go live. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully with an epic Extus deck, which I'll be working on right after this. This is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace!